I'm Norm Bossert, Democratic candidate for the North Carolina State Senate, and I approve this message. Morning is one of my favorite times of day. Morning signifies renewal, a new beginning. There is never a night or a problem that can defeat sunrise and hope. My day usually starts at 8 o'clock. The morning news is my reality check, and the news out of the State House and the White House can often be depressing. But rather than be discouraged, I'm motivated to hit the campaign trail, day after day after day. I get up for our children and our seniors. I get up for the working family who just can't seem to make ends meet. I get up for the teachers who feel like no one cares about them or their students. I can't think of a better way to spend my day than to talk, listen, and interact with my neighbors here in Western North Carolina. Before I started this race, I taught for 44 years. I didn't enter the teaching profession for the money. I became a teacher because hard work gives one the opportunity to change the world, one child at a time. I taught children who were learning disabled, military dependents in Europe, and middle schoolers right in our area. As a principal, I put my students and their safety above every other consideration in my school. I involved myself with their families as well as the community. I wish our elected officials in Raleigh had the same concern about good quality schools. Those in charge of the legislature are moving the state backwards. Their budget drafted behind closed doors moves us backwards. Cutting funding to public education moves us backwards. And supporting $15 million a year in vouchers for schools, which have no accountability, moves us backwards. I want to move North Carolina forward by fully funding public education, and forward by expanding Medicaid and working for health care for all our neighbors. When my child was facing a health crisis, I had trouble finding answers. But I didn't settle for no. Millions of North Carolinians face health challenges every day. I support conservation and the cleanup of corporate pollution. You see, the Republican-led General Assembly has failed to protect our environment by cutting the budget for the Department of Environmental Quality. By so doing, they have allowed coal ash to continue to poison our groundwater. I'll hold Duke Power accountable for a speedy and thorough cleanup. And finally, as your senator, I will move North Carolina forward by stopping voter suppression. I will do everything I can to make voting safe and accessible for all our citizens. Education, jobs, healthcare, the environment, the right to free and fair elections. These are some of the issues about which I am passionate. Every day I meet with neighbors, friends, supporters, and non-supporters to hear about their ideas and concerns. I don't want to be a senator for just the rich and powerful, but rather for all of Western North Carolina. Campaigns are long and hard, but at the end of the day, I come back home with one thought: did I do everything possible today to earn your respect and your vote? There's one lesson that guided me as a teacher and will guide me as your next state senator. The great aim of education is not just knowledge, but action. Let's all act together to make this a better state in which to live. I'm Norm Bossert. I'm a proud Democrat, and it's time for us to renew our trust in each other. We deserve a better tomorrow, today.